Alright, let's see. What's up? Welcome to the King of the Planetarium. We got Game 1, Series 1, Chandler Clark, Wes in the teal pieces in the top left, and we've got Dragon Rogue, not 64, in the bottom right, and with the red pieces. Looks like Wes is already delaying his depot about 4 or 5 seconds late. Sending a worker across the map. What an opening. What a wonderful way to play the game. Both of these players, absolutely, relatively new players to the game. Not much macro on them. This is probably going to be near maybe gold level, maybe low platinum. So I think playing Proxy Reapers acts absolutely a viable strategy. Probably need the barracks to go down right about 10 seconds ago. Oh, canceling it. All right, we got to move it over 2 squares to the left. It's important that way in case the, well, who knows? Maybe there's more consumers in this area. More troops to train. Going on at home, we've got the gas coming up. So probably looking at a Proxy Reaper.
Yeah, wow.
Looks like we'll have time on the gas as long as we remember to saturate it. Dragon Rogue playing an excellent game over here. His barracks is coming up. We should see the orbital here. He's floating quite a bit of cash, though. I would have almost started a CC if I saw that. Needs an orbital. Oh, nope, another barracks going down. No gas saturation. The engine minerals in the pink. Third barracks going down. And an engineering base. Upgrade's very important in the late game. Not really sure what's going on over here, but that's alright. Chandler Clark. Second barracks going down. Reactor. Proxy reactor. He's floating enough monies where he could actually just build a second rack so then he'd have even more Reapers. And you could even build it at home. Going for 2 gas opener. 2 gas opener with an engineering, or no, 1 gas opener. No expansion. Still, tech lab? I like it. I'm not going to have enough gas to use this engineering bay and this tech lab. Could use one or the other. Oh, running into some minor supply block for Dragon Rogue. If he had that orbital, he could just call down some supplies, but orbitals are for losers. Unnecessary macro mechanic. You could just have another 2 SCVs or so. We got something going. We're seeing 3 depots coming down to get rid of the supply block. Third racks coming down. Oh, +1 coming in. I like it. Get lots of Marines. Could use stem here. Maybe even combat shield. I'd love to see a second base and maybe a geyser. Or, got constant production. Maybe, could use constant production on all 3 raxes. Maybe a tech lab or a reactor or something. A factory. I like the factory. Could go into some drops here. Going for some proxy racks with a Reaper on this side. I think if he pushes into this, he should just die here. The Reaper's going up the cliff. The Marines are going to have to go around. Oh, he's doing some early scouting. Kieran actually has no scouting going on. But he doesn't really need it because he's got 8 Marines at home. Got another engineering bay going down. These players love upgrades. You can see combat shield first. Interesting. Comes out a little bit quicker. Could have had this going on for a while now. He's going for the engage. Really? The grenade goes down, dealing huge damage. Bounces 10 Marines forward. It does freaking 50 damage, but it's still not enough because he just has nothing. And this is really just, I would say it'd be the end of the game, but there's nothing behind this. There's no expansion, there's no orbital. We've got +1 behind it. Chandler Clark just now starting his +1. If we saw an armory, we could see +2 on the way. We could even see an armor upgrade coming in. And it looks like Kieran's held this. He's going into tanks. These racks are still producing Marines. He's just going to feed them to the grinder. We could be holding the ramp. There's absolutely nothing stopping us from this. We've also got, we canceled something here. Who knows? Let's see. Units lost is looking heavily in favor of Kieran. He's got combat shield on the way too. No stim pack. Neither player loves stim pack. Got just nothing. 1 second. I'm paused. Yeah. Alright, sorry about that. A little bit of replay difficulties. Looks like we actually get to see the GG come out here in a little bit. As Chandler Clark hits his supply block, he has his combat shield. Now is the time. He's got about 20 seconds on this before the production comes in. He's actually going to do it, but there is a tank here. If his siege is up, surely he can hold this. We need Marines. We need Marauders. We could pull the boys. We could do anything here. We float in. He leaves. And that's game 1. Alright, we're back in game 2. We've got Chandler Clark, who switched over to Protoss, up 1-0 in the best of 3. Needs one more game. Decides, hey, let's bust out the toss. Maybe let's get a cheeky little cannon rush in or something. We've got Dragon Rogue, a little quick to GG last game. Had a decent setup. He could have just been building 2 command centers. And he's going for the low ground. Oh, no, it's actually... What? He's walling... both his natural and his third at the same time on the world's largest ramp. It's gonna need 2 barracks. The supply depot. I mean, last game he already had the barracks though, so not a bad strategy for going. And he's going for a cannon rush. First 2 probes making their way across the map before the first barracks even goes down. But he's not gonna. He's going to cannon rush the wall, but there's no wall there to cannon rush. Dragon Rogue a little bit too wise, is pulling all the workers.
Okay, there we go.
Gonna stop this pylon from ever coming up, and our chances of cannon rushing without the forge, by the way, will just not possible. Gateway coming down, forge also coming down, just in case. Maybe he's getting some quick upgrades.
Are we doing?
The workers are going to go return to mining. And we're building an expansion this time. This is wonderful. I love it with the low ground wall. I think last game we probably could have used one. Wonderful that he brought into this game. We're seeing Chandler Clark getting ready to play the macro game. Doesn't need Vespin. Neither does Dragon Rogue. It's an all minerals kind of game. Zealots and Marines, some of the strongest units anyways. Chandler Clark looks like he's going for an expansion here. Oh. Very nice. See, did we lose that probe? Lost 25 we canceled something. Oh, we canceled the pylon. Absolutely makes sense. Alright, seeing the cyber core go down. Could saturate this gas. Could build another geyser without saturating our gas. Another option. Dragon Rogue getting his expansion up. Let's see. Got 1 barracks. Be nice to start getting some gas, start building some tech units, maybe a factory. Maybe complete this wall. Could throw down another barracks. I like it, I like it. Could even throw down a 2nd barracks that starts demand combat. Oh, pulling the boys. Oh. Okay, doing a little bit of a worker transfer. These are little wargame strategies. You actually get 80% better mining in Little Wargame if you're only mining off of 1 patch with a certain worker count, so makes sense, I like it. Zealot's gonna make its way to the bottom of the ramp. Could go across the map for scouting. We know none of these players are allowed to build Reapers at all, so it's pretty safe. Building 2 pylons. 2nd gateway going down. Warp gate on the way. Could be building some units out of this gateway. We've got money too. Could be using some chronos too. Just more than happy to sit back, saturate our bases. Not tech up or anything, but hey, who doesn't love money? Okay, we're seeing combat shield again. Naturally, we love combat shield. Who doesn't love combat shield? Building these semi-walls. I guess it's just got the most space. Could be getting +1. Could be building 2 orbitals right now. Missing out on a ton of money because of it. 2 more pylons coming down. Adept coming out. Surely this will make its way across the map. Okay, the Adept and the Zealot making their way across the map. Kieran's already got 7 Marines. Pretty solid force here. Building a depot for vision. I like it. Could also just honestly expand or start a wall here. Might be a little bit stronger. We got Marauders coming out. No Marines or anything. Because, oh, supply capped. Naturally. Second Savic Lab. Stim's coming in, I assume. Adept does not feel like going across the... Oh, take it back. We're moving across the map here. And... decides we're going the long way. He knows about the wall here, so it makes sense. If there was a wall here. Okay. Looks like we stopped producing workers at some point. Got, I don't know, 6 chronos built up. Could start chronoing upgrades. Could start, I don't know, chronoing some robo units. Could start chronoing probes. Getting a third base, I like this. It's a good call. On the Adept's going to snipe the worker. Kieran react. Oh, okay. Actually, the worker gets out scot-free. No shade need. Oh, shade's going away. Got 3 Adepts. I like it. Combat shield already coming out. Could start looking for a timing right about here. If we had stem. But 11 Marines and 2 Marauders absolutely would blow away 3 Adepts and 1 Zealot. Could just be on the other side of the map, causing complete havoc. Single Stalker coming in, nice. Like it. And just kind of chilling out. Oh. Starport coming in, Medivacs, essential units. 5 minutes into the game, no big deal, but we're seeing Dragon Rogue actually getting into a pretty steady cycle of macroing. No longer running into supply caps, just got the workers queued up to build the supply depots. That's the foresight, you know. +1 already done for Mr. Clark down here in the bottom. Starts his armor upgrade. Double Stargate coming in. Going for a cheeky little Sky Toss transition. Marines. Nothing much. Ghost Academy coming in. Surely. Interesting. I'd love to see the Ghost, but I'm not sure if any player is quite capable of controlling them. I mean, just sitting back. Maxing out. No Twilight. Oh, actually, Twilight just finished. No charge, though. It's gonna make these Zealots proper useless in these fights. Blink Stalkers could also be great. Getting a Warp Prism. Very nice. We like it. Stim's coming in. Medivac's coming out. Could throw down a reactor on this bad boy. Start pumping out Medivacs. Could move across the maps. Set a drop into the main, maybe. Oh, picks up a single Marauder. Puts him back down. Just a little bit of a shuffle. Marauder. Ghost coming in. I like it. Timing attack with the Ghost, the +1 and the Stim. We've got a disgusting timing out coming out here. Oh, and Chandler Clark, unaware of the Ghost, the Stim +1, moving across the map, sending the Prism down to harass a base that he knows is more than likely not going to be there. Perhaps it's going to fly back in up here, but it's an empty Prism. Just keeping it for later. All right. Absolutely zero saturation, except for in the main where we've got double the workers that we need. Oh, Dragon Rogue going to find this army. Does the EMP come out? Absolutely. Oh, it does. Oh, there's no way. This army is just going to be completely incapable of stopping this. And now that the Ghost is dead, his F2 means that Stim's going to be on the Marines and Marauders first. So he doesn't even have to control them. Just have 2 in Stim. But there's a second Ghost. But he only has these units selected. Ooh. Oh, Chandler Clark, don't attack into this. No, you need batteries. You need robo units, which we made a robo, but our only robo unit's a Prism, and we leave the... Yeah, it's kind of over. We've got 2.5k in the bank for both players, 500 gas. What can you do? Alright, and we've come to our final game of our best of 3. 1-1, both players. And if I'm Kieran going into this, I'm thinking, hey, he's back on his Terran. Last game didn't go so well. Or the last game went wonderfully, but the last TVT didn't go so well. And me, instead of building this low wall, I'd be sending some SCVs across the map and getting some proxied Marines started. We know Chandler Clark has never scouted once in his life, so strategies like these, wonderful against him. Anyways, as earlier, we send some Marines across the map. I'm Kieran Jones. I'm dropping like 3 racks over here, pushing up this ramp. We know Wes has never scouted in his life. He's actually incapable of it. He also doesn't even build Reapers to scout. So, coming out of that, absolutely, I'd be looking for a cheeky play. But, low ground expand. Oh, actually, this game, everything's coming together. The Vespin times are on time. The barracks is coming down. And we're already a minute and 30 seconds into the game almost. Maybe we saturate the gas. And maybe if we build an orbital for both players this time. Let's see it. Ah, come on. I'm seeing... No, not quite. We're going... not bad, but... Usually you go for the orbital first. Those mules really... 225 minerals every 50 seconds is absurdly powerful, but... No player's interested in it. We love expanding. Second investment coming down for Kieran. Good choice, I think. Maybe we build our factory before 4 minutes, and maybe we build a couple tanks, move across the map. What? Maybe we build a Reaper too, or a reactor at least. But instead we're going to see... Ah, actually a Reaper going across the map for Chandler Clark. Almost a standard opening. I'd say very nearly a standard opening, except for Sorbital about 40 seconds late, you know, missing out on 400 minerals. It's alright though. Should saturate the Vespin right about now. Could use a factory. Wonderful. He's spending all the Vespin. Minerals will get there eventually. Hey, one resource at a time. Kieran Jones running into a slight supply cap here. Gonna have to drop a depot. Factory's also coming down. Wonderful timings. Reaper's gonna make its way into the main. With good control here, I think Chandler Clark could just win the game off of this. But one Marine is not going to be enough to deal with this Reaper. Probably going to get killed here. A huge blunder even. Reaper gets its first kill. Oh, the SCVs are coming around. Almost a surround, but good enough to let the solo Marine deal with this. And oh, shuffling the SCVs around, losing some mining time. No big deal though. All small things. 5, 3, 4, 1. Hey, there we go. One more. We're not gonna get it. Reaper's making its way back into the main, looking to deal some damage. We've got a low SCV, and we've got an even lower SCV. Oh, there's one. I'm seeing a couple of Marines coming over here. Way more production. Oh, the mules are not muling though. Maybe we shouldn't build orbitals. Maybe we just stick with command centers for now. Could, again, factory, single barracks. Could be definitely be dropping 2 or 3 more barracks for Dragon Road. Just have the extra production. That way you don't have to micro so hard, or macro so hard. You can just pump out 4 Marines at a time if you're floating 200. But, oh, hopefully, reactor.
Maybe, I don't have first.
I like it. Could be building something out of this tech lab factory. I mean, we did pay for the tech lab.
Love to see it. Oh, we love to see it.
But
we simply just
sometimes
must
we
see it.
buy things we don't need. I like the high ground CC. We see he's only on 2 bases. I mean, what else is he going to do, right? The only thing he can do is push across the map if you're not keeping up in the macro. Sieging up on the high ground. I'm not sure quite what we're defending. We're almost defending this one, almost defending this jumping spot, but I like it.
Oh, wow.
Starport coming
That's
in.
Unfortunate.
Factory idle, floating 1k resources. Tech lab, good choice, good choice. Need stem.
That doesn't make me happy.
Medevac coming in. We can see a drop. It's going across the map. Absolutely no units on Chandler Clark's side. Only buildings. We pay for the buildings, but we don't use them. Tag globe coming down. What upgrade are we going for? Combat shielding in? Surely not. Nothing. Okay, cool. Tech lab coming down. We could just start trading since we're not using. Actually, we're using it for Marauders. I like Marauders. They're beefy boys. Take lots of damage. Don't die easily. Very A-movable unit. Armory coming down for Dragon Rogue. For vehicle weapons? Sieging up the tank in the mineral line?
All the squishies are just so far away.
No,
from
just
all
going on
the
the journey
farmers.
to siege it up in the same position. Okay.
I tried a flash ulted maybe.
Still, we're floating 800 resources, running into the supply cap. These orbitals, man. If you just had these orbitals, you could just drop these supply depots. The additional supply. We don't even have to get supply capped all the time. Seeing a nice little move out here. No orbital. No upgrades. But more or less constant production. Not bad. Not bad at all. SCV is going to spot the move out. And I think that's the only thing we've spotted, as I think the whole map is dark. Oh, siege tank sieging up in the wrong position. It's gonna get obliterated. Meanwhile, Wes is making his way into the corner. No upgrades. Single Banshee coming out. Could be the hero of this play. This Banshee stealth is gonna finish before her first Banshee. What? Oh, it's probably a supply cap. Seeing vehicle weapons come in. Good choice. Going for a mechie style. I like it. Very turdily. Unloading half of our units and running into the siege tanks. This is an interesting decision. Not what I'd be going for. These tanks absolutely not protecting the mineral line either. So, sending our only bio forces forward to die.
Oh, beautiful.
Bio's going to try to jump on the tank? Absolutely not. We're going to pick up and then just... We know the Banshee's here. We can't be dropping on this. This bio army is just standing on the low ground. It just knew the 3 Marines would come in. But we see a wonderful trade for Dragon Rogue at the end of the day. Killing a tank, 14 Marines, and 3 Marauders. Absolutely worth it for 3 tanks. But proportionate to their army size, it's looking rough. That was pretty much the backbone of his whole army. Could use a second factory, honestly, if we're building this many tanks. Could honestly just junk down, I don't know, 10 barracks. I like the extra barracks. Could use maybe 4 more, I think. And 10 supply depots. 10 barracks, 10 supply depots. Constantly pump Marines. We've already got them queued up. We've already got combat shield. Wonderful choice. Could use... need to do something. We're getting out macroed. I'm just not mining enough. No upgrades from this engineering bay either. But we built it. Maybe we're building turrets? No, no turrets. Over mining the main. This isn't bad. Could be using 2 on gas. No extra gases for Kieran, even though it's obviously the resource we're very short on. 50 Vespin and 1,500 minerals. You know, maybe if we build so many tech units, we build the tech resource. I like it. Extra barracks coming down. Getting some Marines. Could use some eBays if we're building so many Marines. Half of our units loaded up. We're making our way across the map. Or halfway across the map, at least. Probably would have gone up here, since here you can be spotted by tanks, you can be spotted by everything.
Huzzah!
No,
I think targeted I am. Yeah, sure, it's fine.
Marines, no combat shield, no stim. Oh, actually does have stim.
Oh no.
Oh, gonna run into the stealth bay. Both armies just gonna make their way past each other. No fighting necessary, but I guess not. The Banshee's not helping out anymore. We've got a tank here.
Yeah.
And we siege up in front of the stealth Banshees, because why not? We've got to fight the bio forces. We're gonna fight in the side of the scan instead of pulling back away and just, you know, causing him to burn the extra energy. Not like we're muling anyway, so we do have the energy to spare, though. And Dragon Rogue finding himself another wonderful fight, considering his position. The resources lost if they meant anything. This would be a wonderful game. But we just have 2.3k resources. But we do have combat shield. No stim. Need to lower the depots. It looks like these units are trying to get out. Looks like we probably queued up this SCV to build a base, but he cannot get out.
Oh.
He's still trying to get out, but he's locked in. Oh! Not quite. It's like when your siblings lock the door on you and they unlock it. Oh. Banshee's coming in to deal some damage. But missile turrets are in place. 2 per base. Nice marine production, 6 at a time. Could dunk some reactors on this, make macroing even easier. 12 marines at a time. How's that? Not a fan though, clearly. As our army makes its way across the map. Army supply actually not so far off. Chandler Clark with only a 20 supply lead. I mean, a couple of tanks could easily change this, but again, we're not making tanks. We're building Vikings and Banshees.
Where you going? Yeah.
Where in the world are the Vikings though? First Viking. Oh, we're seeing a cute little drop here. Oh, maybe not. Oh, tank gonna give him the notification, give it all away. The whole army gets F2'd. Oh no, and we're walking past. We could send these marines anywhere, but instead we send them to their death. Just into the grinder. Half of the units picked up, half of the units on the ground. We're gonna easily deal with this drop, just dropping on top of it. Probably don't want to F2 the army into the tank though. But the tank harass has gotten 8 worker kills already. That's not bad at all. Probably want to fly this medevac away. Could even pick up the marines, but we're not going to see anything of the sort. Seeing our third base is finally coming down. Still, supply relatively even. It looks like even another good trade. Maybe not quite. Losing a lot of our gas here, which we're almost mining. We just got to saturate. We've got the geysers though. Looks like we're seeing a nice little move out from Chandler Clark. We're gonna hopefully unload before we fight this. Heal some of our marines, but maybe the army's big enough to where it just doesn't even matter.
Looking at my abilities.
Dragon Rogue absolutely unaware of this. No vision on the high ground whatsoever. Banshee clearing out some supply depots, keeping Kieran in the game. After all, without supply you can't train any units, and I think this has killed already 3 or 4 supply. 14 kills on this Banshee. Oh my goodness. How many? Killed 4 supply depots already. No stem researched. I mean, hopefully we don't fight into it. All we have to do is walk away. That's all we're going to fight into this. We have no stem. The marines are just stuck on top of each other. No concave. We're moving forward into the tank. We're trying to snipe the tank, but it's just not enough. Absolutely not the way to play that fight. And it looks like that will be the end of our best of 3 in our first series. Congratulations, Chandler Clark.